This is a road trip.
What? Oh, this guy in the NV thinks he...
So aside from the body and the engine's different, like what else?
Body.
Ooh, there he is.
Starting in Port Clinton, Pennsylvania, swinging down to Western Virginia, and then out to Cincinnati. So come along and have an adventure with us. I'm taking a break from my work at home, sit at the same chair all day long, and have what Hunter S. Thompson may have called a grand salute to everything that is nice about the autumn. The crisp, dry air, the colors that we see, the last great hurrah before the East Coast dips down into the long, long dark. The total round trip of this road trip is about 1,500 miles. And we've got an amazing car to drive. A car from a forgotten age. And as much as these trees and leaves and everything is warm and happy and welcoming about autumn just before Halloween, the car we have is mean and ugly. Coming straight out of the early 2000s with a big sound system, a rumbly exhaust, an LS1, a 6-speed manual transmission, and 410 rear gearing now, it is, once again, the WS6 Trans Am Firebird, or Firebird Trans Am. But this one is different. It's a Firehawk clone. The SLP Firehawk was a GM approved upper trim. So the Trans Am used to be like the high trim level of the Firebird, and then the WS6 was an even higher version of that, but then the Firehawk came along. Firehawks now, real ones, are behind glass. They're, I know what I am, it's never for sale. I'm going to be buried in this car. I'm going to keep this car, and then I'm going to buy a factory with it. This one's a clone. And just to stick it to all those people, this makes more power than even the Firehawk did. Firehawks were about 330 horsepower, maybe 350. But I have the build sheet from this, the dyno sheet, and this thing was, hang on. Here we go. Wheel horsepower peaked at 390.9 horsepower. And that was at 6,381 with a wheel speed of 112 miles an hour. So if it's 390 at the wheels, you can safely say this is over 400 at the crank out of the legendary world-changing LS1 V8, 5.7 liters. It also has a cam in it. It has a race clutch kit in it because the owner felt, well, I'm in a true LS way, it's like, I gotta build this car so it can handle even more power. So it's got a clutch in here that's good for 600 pound-feet of torque. The funny thing about this dyno sheet is the lowest engine RPM it read was 3,367 at 59 miles an hour. And at that speed, this engine is making 340 foot-pounds of torque. So this thing is jumpy. It's fun. It's fun. You look mean, and then you go meaner. And if that's not enough, there's a loud valve in here, but we'll get to that later. Pop-up headlights. And you could win this Firehawk clone. Yep, this Trans Am we're giving away. This is our giveaway car. Go to go.getentertowin.com/regular cars, buy a mug or a digital download, and someone's going home with this. You're going to make the same type of memories we're making with this car. It's going to be all yours. Click on the link in the description. Go to go.getentertowin.com/regular cars, buy a mug or a digital download. Someone's going home with this. Thank you so much for helping Regular Car Reviews and participating in these giveaways because they allow us to have these adventures. And a year from now, we're going to Australia. You're helping Regular Car Reviews. Click on the link in the description. Go to go.getentertowin.com/regular cars, buy a mug or a digital download, and someone's going home with this Firebird.
Good morning. It is me forgetting my watch, a clock, and I'm about to drive down to Virginia to pick up Chai at the beginning of this road trip. But because I'm me, my road trip begins with picking up a hiker. Hi, Frank. Got a hiker for me? Oh, right there? Okay.
Say not bad, right?
Not too bad.
Talking about it yesterday.
Yeah.
This is the Port Clinton Barbershop. Frank, the owner, has been providing space for hikers who come in off the trail, who want to get cleaned up, have a place to charge their phones, drink free coffee, eat some free snacks, before making a plan, before heading into town or doing whatever. I go to Frank's not just to have my hair cut, but just to hang out there and talk. It's a nice, wonderful place where time stops for a little bit. I listen to Frank play music on his Bose wave radio from the 90s, and he pulls CDs from a very, very thick book of CDs. If you get your hair cut at Frank's, put aside at least 45 minutes, because sometimes a song will come on, one of his CDs that he really likes, and he'll stop cutting your hair and pull out one of his guitars and start playing, or sometimes his harmonica. I've never met a man who has more stories, and I wanted to stay there and talk to him a little bit longer, but I have a road trip to do. But I agreed to take a hiker along the way and just drop him off at the Walmart so he can get himself resupplied.
All right, ready to bounce? I'm half thinking to myself. Okay. It's like, do I want my coffee kick now or 3 hours from now?
Man, what kind of systems does this thing have?
Oh, that's a throwback to the 90s when people used to sound off. You just set it on top of the amps, I don't care. Or there. Sweet.
I wish it was a little bit warmer.
Yeah, I can take the T-tops off. But one critical thing, that bathroom over there, I peed in it, but I didn't want to sit down in that toilet. So now we're adding coffee to my breakfast this morning with no pooping. So can I make it 96 miles without shitting my pants? Attention everyone on I-81, I am purging.
I stay the night in Virginia, and the next day I leave with my friend Chai. Chai is a Twitch streamer and comic book artist. You can find all their information here. They stream almost every single day. They're a lot of fun to hang out with and one of the most entertaining Twitch streamers I've ever run across. And I wanted them to come with me because they know nothing about cars. They've never been in anything this powerful before, and it's all new to them. So we woke up to a beautiful, beautiful morning here in Western Virginia. The hills rose more sharply than they do in Pennsylvania. This is one of the big stops on the Appalachian Trail, and a lot of places where people take 0 days just to enjoy I think the word is almost avuncular landscape, like it already knows you. I feel at home here, and I've never been to this part of Virginia before. People stopped on these lookouts and they greeted each other warmly, not with the type of cold suspicion that you sometimes get up in the Northeast.
It is 9:05 in the morning. Kind of wanted to be on this road trip for about an hour already, but I wanted to stop right here. This is our first stop, and it's the Shenandoah Mountains here in Virginia. It just goes on and on and on here. Somewhere around here is the Appalachian Trail. There's a few people doing stuff here with phones, and I just want to stand in front of them with my big camera and be like, huh, that's a phone. Taking pictures with your phone. That's adorable.
You say right as I put my phone away.
Yeah. So I could stand here and look at this. over and over. But we need to find out where the Appalachian Trail crosses, just so we get a shot of that before we head further west.
We're heading towards Interstate 81 to go north, to go south, to go west, to go north, to go south. And this empty highway seemed to move on forever. There wasn't as many trucks here as I normally see on I-78, one of the blood veins of New York City. These were other people driving, well, faster than they do in Pennsylvania, but seemingly more in control. Like they know what's coming. They have a plan rather than living in the tragic moment that you sometimes get in Allentown, Bethlehem, Easton. It's interesting here. They're driving faster, but living slower. Now, the Trans Am is perfectly capable with hanging with anything else on this road, but I felt no need for a little bit, trying to keep the revs down lower, as low as possible with 410 rear gearing, although certainly anything below 75 miles an hour, you're still in the 1,000 RPM range. 1,000, really 1,600 RPM is what we're about turning. But it was time to make a stop and search for the Appalachian Trail.
All right, really quick, as you start up. So, funny enough, this road we're on right now, oh, I should buckle up. If you follow it that way, it just keeps following the entire Appalachian Trail. Way? Yes, that way. Sorry. I'm doing like the my dad thing. Oh, you know, that one.
How far is it?
Not far.
How far is not far?
7 minutes, 3 miles.
Okay. All right, so I'm looking for white blazes. I think the AT is literally this section of road, unless it's down below. It's either here or down below. And I'm just looking for white blazes or a beaten path. That's kind of a beaten path. Or does it go under this road down here? It's not as, oh hey, it's Corvette C8. Some sort of marker 0 right there. There was a guy here who never got pussy in his life, so he made a little monument to himself.
Oh, how sad.
Oh, there it is. There it is. So it crosses the road here, I guess.
Wow, that's it, huh?
That's it.
This video brought to you by Mini Oreos.
Oh, there's some hikers over there.
Aw.
Hi, I'm a hiker. I'm a shoulder driver too. I'm gonna take you, but I can't take you anywhere. Waynesboro. Brian.
Sorry, that was me.
Haven't you learned your lesson yet? Put it in first, and then put it in reverse, like every other manual transmission car out there. So it's about time. Before we introduce our very special traveling companion, let's introduce the car. This is a, which way am I going? Yeah, it says we're driving backwards.
Yeah, you're gonna go that way and it's gonna like loop around or something. Or you're gonna drive backwards, okay. There's the hikers you mentioned.
There's the hikers, hello.
Good luck, ZZ Top, I love you.
Oh, do I have to make another left across everything? Dear Virginia, your entire state is one left turn across traffic. So, introducing the car. It is the WS6 package that a guy made up his own trim package back in the 2000s. The thing I love about this is that this car is a tribute to 2000s era car culture. The person who owned this really liked Fred Durst and Uncle Cracker and Kid Rock. This is an LS1 V8 with a larger cam on it. It has a build sheet that I have to look at still. I think it is making 384 horsepower to the rear wheels, which put it safely at 400 horsepower crank. 6-speed manual transmission with a short throw and a race clutch that is kicking my ass, but maybe whoever wins this can do a better job at driving it right now that I can.
I like it. I like my butt vibrating this much. It feels great.
We have a little button in here that's a loud valve. And
You should call that a G-spot, sweetie.
yeah. All right, that's me normal revving it. I open the exhaust cutout.
I can hear that 666. I like it.
Now there's no button or thing to let me know when it's all the way closed, but I need to close it more. Yeah, it sounds normal. 6 hours and 40 minutes if we were at it non-stop. Distance 428 miles. Currently have a half tank, and which probably means we don't have to stop at least for like an hour maybe, but I drank all this lobby coffee, so I need to pee sooner rather than later, and
Tastes like a hotel carafe.
they made it at the crack ass of probably 5:58 a.m.
And it stays nice and warm for a few hours.
Okay, so the guy behind us, it's an old Crown Vic with a bash bar on it. No police officers drive bash bars anymore, or drive Crown Vics anymore, but Crown Vics was still out here.
Yeah, guy's got a fucking retainer on.
It's weird, like this HV heating, vacuum, and heating, ventilation, air conditioning. Our heater down here in a very weird GM thing has multiple. There is no dedicated button to turn on the air conditioning. It's just certain settings have the air conditioning on.
You're gonna have to like get a nice photo of that later to show everybody, because what the hell? Why was the Escalade so popular in 2007? Because I saw so many of them when I worked in a car shop.
You know that one Simpsons bit where he says, so I tied an onion on my belt, which was style at the time. Give me 3 B's for a nickel. It fit the Escalade, and its competitor, the Lincoln Navigator, fell into that perfect early to mid 2000s bling culture, that conspicuous consumption. An Escalade is nothing but a Chevy Suburban poured up big time.
To me, it just looked like a box, and it was all about the hubcaps. It was all about the caps.
Yeah, it was a thing. Like, remember that donk we saw last night at Crown Vic that was rolling on like 32s, like the crazy wagon?
It looked embarrassing. It looked like they should have reconsidered their options.
The Escalade kind of started that. It's like the first luxury SUV. I mean, maybe you could say that the Jeep Grand Wagoneer from the 80s was a luxury SUV, and sure, there was the Toyota Land Cruiser could have been a luxury SUV, but the Toyotas were still fully capable 4x4s, whereas the Escalade, yes, had 4-wheel drive and some had all-wheel drive. They were made just to. This isn't my line, but an Escalade is what a poor person thinks a rich person's car looks like.
Worked for me as a lower middle class kid working in a car wash. I was like, wow, fancy. No, it's just a box with big hubcaps, man. I don't know.
It's just a body on frame truck that they upcharge like $20,000 over whatever the Suburban would have been. I drove them. They're nice. They're comfortable, but they're no Lexus. They're not a Lexus. They're not. An Acura MDX rides better than that. Because I've made this joke before. This Trans Am is
Still running the same steering column from F-bodies in the 80s. That's why remember like when I stalled it and I couldn't get it started at that hill?
No, that never happened. You drive this perfectly. Never happened.
You look for your hazards and they're nowhere. The hazards are down here. They're a button down here on the below my.
That really sucks when you have a new car. You have to drive someone else's and you can't find it. I've been there before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Googling furiously, where are hazards? Please, God help me. I need to make sure no one hits my car.
Oh, they're up here for some reason. Yeah.
You gotta lift the seat, and put in the side. It's in there.
No, you have to turn the fan on and off a little bit, and then it'll go.
Oh my God, I love the Da Vinci Code. It's perfect.
Oh, this guy in the NV thinks he.
I was gonna say one other important thing about your amazing car. You never mentioned the text in the mirror right there.
Over here?
Yeah. Objects in the mirror are losing.
I'm awesome. Yeah, I'm so great. I just look at my dick and I drive a little video screen down here, and I go forward.
I make sure I'm hard before I press the gas.
Oh yeah.
Throbbing, turgid.
I got to get a certain colorable, chewable tablet that is not sponsoring this video. If you want to sponsor this video, I'll say the name of your chewable tablet.
Yeah.
That makes your dick hard.
Sponsor us. Dick pills.
It's like both of them, both the blue one and the fruit colored one. Sponsored friggin' Stobbs podcast. Sponsored regular car reviews.
When are they gonna make dick pills like gummy vitamins? That'd be fucking sick.
Put vitamins in it. Yeah.
Be so good.
What happens if a cis woman takes dick pills? Does she could just get a heart attack?
My guess is technically the dick pill is, I mean, if you want an anatomy lesson, like the reason an erection gets hard is blood is filling like the spongy membrane.
Yeah.
I think if a woman were to take a dick pill, it'd just be flooding more blood in certain areas normally wouldn't. So it might have an effect, but it's not really going to be the same, and it's not going to really matter. So it's basically a waste, and also a possible heart risk, as most are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just get a headache and that's it.
Now ask me, what does a dick pill do to a trans woman who is, AMAT? It's called a fucking party. We're gonna rock.
Yeah.
Fuck all night, baby.
I was thinking of that, but then I saw that Civic SI. That Civic SI is just making moves. We need to get another camera and have it facing forward.
Want me to get a video of this or something?
Yeah, we can. Look, I'll race somebody, but you never race crazy, because crazy is always faster.
Yeah.
And maybe that guy in that white Civic SI with his fart pipe on the back is a special kind of crazy who will fight. Who would want to fight if he loses. Of course, like, how fast am I willing to go to prove a point? With some guy who's, I'm fine cruising at 70 at the speed limit.
I think the question is, how fast do you want to go to prove a point while filming?
Right. Right. That I'm totally not on a closed road in Mexico right now.
Evidence.
All right. Let's do a little modification here.
Oh, we gotta get that on camera. He's a professional.
A bit of that. A bit of that. Oh, come on, stick. There. Shout out to the guy who made this custom bezel back from, like, oh, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna make a custom bezel for my Trans Am that lights up and says Trans Am whenever I turn the lights on. And then 22 years later, the car will be driven by a middle-aged gay guy and a trans female on the way to parties in the Midwest. All the while, hey bro, I like look what I did to your car. I could just sit there and just do that.
666, baby!
Now we're back on Highway 64, heading back to Interstate 81, the road I originally came on. It felt more like a state highway than an interstate highway. And what was remarkable to me about 64 is how the speed limit was 70, yet there were still serious turns on this highway. Am I supposed to head into this turn at 70 miles an hour? I find it strange that Virginia is so welcoming to high-speed drivers, and yet, from what I hear, 20 miles an hour over the speed limit in the state of Virginia is considered reckless driving and you could lose your license. Sort of a yin-yang thing going on here in Virginia. But Virginia wasn't going to last too long. As soon as time for West Virginia. 81 is only one little short splint, a splinter, a tiny bit of worldliness between Waynesboro, Virginia, and Lexington. Then it's back on I-64, which is quickly becoming my new favorite interstate highway as we enter into West Virginia, going past towns such as Lewisburg, Alta, Sam Black Church, Dawson, Lockbridge, and then briefly some interchanges near Beaver, Crab Orchard, and MacArthur as we head up, continuing up, 64, as the highway continues to turn left, right, again and again and again, through little towns like Burnwell, Whitaker, Dry Branch, until finally out of nowhere, Charleston, West Virginia appears. And for a brief moment, I think I'm in Pittsburgh. But soon it was time to pee, and I become perplexed at a tugboat being towed on the highway.
All right,
What are you talking about?
this is pee break number 1.
Sorry.
And there's an Apple Bapples over there.
Oh,
Is
God.
this going to be these weird southern things where there's no sheets or anything at the
Maybe. I don't know. We just went to West Virginia. Who knows? We might have just skipped out on all the sheets and the good
are we in West
Wawas.
Virginia now?
Yeah, we
All right,
gotta
no,
be.
no,
I think so.
There's a BP over there.
The P in BP stands for P, which I'm gonna do.
Piss and bitch.
I'm sorry. I'm so filled with urine.
Bitch,
Ah.
bitch and piss. Control.
Okay, now we're talking.
Do I have to hang a Huey just to pee and poop?
Maybe we can go to the. There's an Exxon. No, we can go there. Or the we can shit at the Arby's. They'd appreciate it.
Right behind Working Daddy's troll boat.
Daddy's busy.
Daddy's busy. I needed to buy a boat so I have a place to say
gotta-
racist things.
No one can hear me as I just spout
bo-
my bigotry.
My boat is just fueled by slurs.
Wow.
I got two motors.
Don't let the government know about that. The South will be filled with just free power. Wow. Roads of Honor. World War I. Don't be silly. Come get a Philly. Hey!
Really, boat? Is this boat gonna take up the entire gas station?
That's a fucking tugboat right there. Look at it. That's a workhorse.
Oh, it's my
Got a
workhorse.
Suzuki engine on that bad boy.
Oh, that's my kink. I need equines. They all gotta be really, really salty and grumpy. I can only get off if you draw furry porn with swears in it.
You look like a goddamn Pikmin.
What's a Pikmin?
Little carrot man with a leaf in the hair. Like, just a little antenna. You look like
Oh.
from fucking Rascals, you know? Do you want to get a bite, too? They got Arby's. Oh,
I gotta pee though.
yeah.
I'm gonna just hit up my snack.
I don't know if this thing was recording. I didn't press a button, but I was just like, Brian, hear that? You hear that heavy flow? It kept going. I'm glad we stopped. Thank you. Well, while you pee, I'll get a snack from the gas station. I'll come back with you.
Okay.
Take your hands and put them on your face. Hold your own face, and then the thing will open.
I should do that.
Okay.
Next time I have someone doing that shit.
So, need your phone, and we'll calculate mileage we got so far. We put in 10.5 gallons, so we'll take.
You want my calculator?
Yeah.
Okay, one sec.
Okay. Take 212.2 divided by 10.5. Ooh, down to 20 miles a gallon. So, how'd I do that? How'd I lose 4 miles per gallon on the highway?
It's because I'm here, obviously.
Weighing down the car?
I don't know.
I don't know, maybe it was all that revving around town? Maybe that was the
It could have been
big
the stalling, but like the part where we were just
part
at
where
that
we
one
just
stop.
sat,
Yeah.
lose 4 miles that
Fucking
way.
intersection with no left turn, signal, nothing.
All right, so the next fill up will be literally all highway unless we get stuck in traffic.
Oh, Knock on wood or leather or whatever the hell this is.
Plastic. Premium gem quality. Plastic. Astic.
Just like mother used to make.
Ass. Ass. The car just goes ass.
I know a few songs, but that's just the lyrics. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, looking at the shadow of it going by. Oh,
You might have to go over there to get the intersection because you need to turn that way, right?
I'm gonna go back to the highway.
Oh, okay, my bad. Oh, I'm dumb as fuck. Don't worry. Ignore me.
Bye, Mr. Boat.
Definitely not a traditional boat I usually see.
No. My workhorse, chunk.
The anticipation on this.
Watch out, it's hard to
Happy Halloween, you're jump scaring me. Launching a curly fry straight into my fucking mouth. Oh my god, it's gonna be so funny when I start choking and you have to do the Heimlich. Oh yeah, no, if it was my mom in this car, she'd do this. It's called the oh shit handle.
You know, if she grabs that oh shit handle, it literally ejects this.
Oh shit, I'm glad you told me that.
Yeah, these handles release the T-tops.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Have a curly fry.
Absolutely, I was gonna ask if you want to. Go fucking get in there.
Awesome. Oh, so bad for me, so good.
That's okay, we can be a little indulgent. I'll even leave it there.
Alright, right on top of the loud valve.
So, fun fact. I wasn't fucking around. Fun fact, everybody. When I hear or bite into an apple myself, it's like a don't choke. It's a visceral reaction. It's like nails on a chalkboard. So I can just be minding my own business and I hear an apple bite. It makes me freak the fuck out. It's really funny.
What emotion are you experiencing?
Shivering
really?
down my entire body.
How am I gonna finish this?
It's just an apple. I don't know. Have you ever like had a popsicle and you bit into it wrong?
Yeah.
It's just like
yeah.
Yeah, it's like that.
Have you met anybody else?
Specifically apple? No.
Here comes some more.
Go for it. Do it.
Do you need to like?
I'm gonna look right into the camera.
Yourself?
No, I'm gonna look right in the camera while you do it. I'm a brave boy. I'm a strong girl. But I've heard people that have something similar, like rubbing a balloon. Like some people like cannot handle that.
Good.
Or metal scraping together.
I don't like the sound of kissing, but only when other people do it.
Like the little smooch?
Yeah. Fuck you. Fuck you.
What about like full tongue?
Because there's effort into it. There's like fucking butterfly kisses. Like I get angry, and I don't know why. I mean, fuck. God damn it. Go die.
No, I can't. I'm on a trip right now. I'm supposed to be having fun, not dying.
Yeah, that's the emotion I experience when people do little kisses. I don't.
So
Someone probably did something to me in the past that I don't remember.
like traumatic when you were a kid.
Yeah. Like some fucking aunt or something like that. Who
You know
just like unwanted physical touch.
That's so true. Maybe that's what happened to me. Maybe my dad bit into an apple and then he fucking died instantly. My dad's alive. Hi, Dad. Huh?
Sorry.
No, do not apologize. It's funny. There's a difference between apple biting and my other fear, UFO abductions, which is really funny. And then my real fear, which is an actual phobia, and I'm just not even going to bring it up. Don't worry about it.
What'd you say?
Do Jeeps suck?
So what? Is it because, what is this, a Jeep?
Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Laredo, okay. Jeeps. Jeeps are... Wake up. Someone's sleeping in that Jeep.
It's noon.
Yeah, it's noon.
Get up.
Wake up. Entertain your passengers or something. The other people in the car.
Oh my God.
They had the pillow up against the window.
I have something else to bring up right after we bitch about Jeeps.
Okay.
It's related to the pillow thing. Oh my God.
Wranglers are fine. Grand Cherokee's okay. But they do certain things very well. Like a Wrangler out of the box, out of the showroom, that's a decent 4x4. And it has a great aftermarket community surrounding it. Every single problem that you've ever had with a Wrangler has been documented and is fixable. Is it a Toyota 4Runner? No, the fuck it isn't. It is a budget 4x4. They are built to cost. And it's also a very unaerodynamic vehicle. It would not be able to do what we just did unless you have the Trackhawk that has the Hemi in it and big, huge engines in it that suddenly make it not what a real 4x4 is. Is it a good... If someone just said, I need a car that's good in the snow, a Jeep is no. No.
Sorry, Canada.
No. It's... But they're a very good brand.
Okay.
And by brand, I mean they have a good image. They've marketed themselves since the 40s, since when the original, Bantam Willys prototype for the Army was made, that they've really rode that horse into the grave. There are no Jeeps in war. Like, it's all AIM general.
Yeah. I just feel like every time I hear about a Jeep, it's never from anyone except for a Jeep fanatic who's like, I love my Jeep, this is my life. Like, yes. Jeep life with all the stickers and and they got like an embroidered thing around the tire on the back. It's like, oh my God, I love my Jeep. It's like, I get it.
You have a very dated vehicle. All Jeeps drive like trucks from the 50s. They struggle to maintain speed on the highway. Like right now, I know this is apples and oranges, but this Trans Am is going 70. We could have been doing this whole trip at 110 and this thing wouldn't care. A Jeep can't do that. Of course, a Jeep isn't a car.
It's not a car, it's a Jeep.
I look at Jeeps kind of like I look at Harleys. They're so much their own thing.
Oh no.
And yes, Jeep people wave to each other, Harley people wave extra hard to each other.
Oh yeah, no, they just want to like huff each other's farts. They love it. Mm-hmm. They're happy.
Yeah. Now, if you said you wanted to buy a Jeep and you asked me what to buy, I would say you buy a Jeep YJ or a Jeep TJ. Those are real 4x4s with the old AMC derived straight 6 engine. Fantastic. Even the 4 pots are fine. The 4 bangers are fine. You will have to do work to them now and again. They
like more than the average amount of work for a cost.
Yes. If you say something, if someone tells me I want a car that's good in the snow, and they don't say anything else, I'm gonna say buy a Subaru Impreza.
Yeah. Fine.
It's going to be all-wheel drive. It's going to be better in the snow than the Jeep is. It's got a computer in it that actually tells you what you're doing. If you have to drive up and down that berm right there, then buy a Toyota 4Runner. But I'm also telling you very expensive things because Toyotas are expensive, and there's a reason they're expensive is because they're built really well. They don't really cut corners.
So if you want an affordable car that might do a little snow and might get over a little hill, Jeep.
When you say a little snow, are we talking like an inch? Because any front-wheel drive car with all-season tires will do that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm trying to meet the Jeep enjoyers halfway. I don't know.
If you want to join a club automatically, then by God, buy a Wrangler. You'll be part of a club instantly, and if you have a thing where you want people to like you, and I do have that thing, why do you think I keep buying classic cars? You know, I bought that Galaxy because I want the approval of a dead grandfather who, if he was alive, probably would disown me because I'm gay. But I can drive.
Okay, leave that part out. He's already spinning in his grave in a fun way. He's like, "Yay!
Yay!
Wahoo! Did someone say DeLorean?"
So I can roll around in my classic car, and I know I'm not going to have any trouble with old men who are overdosing on news.
No, I know that all too well, and I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I have a different topic, though. Speaking of the person with the pillow you woke up,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I want everyone to be comfy in their car, but... Hold on. Oh.
Okay, going back to being comfy.
It sounds so good. I want everyone to be comfy in their car, but I'm sorry, if you take your shoes and socks off and you slap your fucking grippers on the dash,
Yeah.
that's gross.
Yeah, ew.
To you, whoever's driving, and everyone that drives around you, I put that away.
I have to see, really, we have to see how relaxed you are.
If you get in a car accident, you're going to die.
Yeah.
Your whole radius and all, no, wait, that's the arm. Whatever. The
Yeah.
finger's going in your skull, dude.
Yeah. There's essentially under that airbag right there, essentially it's a shotgun shell that explodes that airbag faster than you are hitting the car in front of you. And yeah.
You got them toesies on the dash and you hit a bump hard enough, you're going to be doing frame perfect Pilates.
You're gonna discover how much a leg can bend when it doesn't have a knee to worry about.
You're going to think the patella is a skull bone.
Your patella is going to be an old rubber band. You're going to find out exactly how much your health insurance doesn't cover. I'm always so torn on Jeeps because I wanted a Jeep really, really bad when I was in college. I thought I'm going to get a TJ, which is the one with the round headlights, the older one from the 90s.
Let's have a little fun with it, though. Let's not be too mean. Why do you want a Jeep? You like the TJ, the round lights? What else? What made you, like, excited? What made you want it?
I want to be a rugged man. I want to drive around, and the truth is, if I had it, I would drive it around in the field across the street a little bit and realize that it's not that great. I'd probably get
It's a little
stuck.
bumpy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're stuck in the mud.
Is this guy peeing? No, he's just getting out of the car. Is he dumping his... Oh.
He's pulling his cock out. Daddy's hungry.
I need more meat and cheese. I need my sweet bologna. What kind of... I don't even know. I think it's this Kunzlers or Seltzers or...
You just call them Kunzlers? No, it's Seltzers. It looks like a
Kunzler.
Watch your language. We're on YouTube. It's Seltzer's Smokehouse Snackers. Lebanon Bologna. All right.
Lebanon, what'd you say?
Lebanon Bologna. I said Bologna. It just sounds like a tongue twister. It's like toy boat. Lebanon Bologna.
I can't open my
Oh my God, you
cheese.
poor baby.
I'm eating cheese and it's
Got him.
snack all the way to Cincinnati.
Snack.
I think I'm eating I'm eating Skyline chili while I'm there? Fuck no, I'm not.
I can't wait for Skyline chili.
Or
I heard it's so good.
slop in your mouth.
I don't know.
A pile of matter.
All my Ohio friends say it's great. I can't wait to try some. I can't wait. It's gonna be delicious.
Okay.
More? Morty, which one do you want?
I want both. I need
Both. Here, this time I'll help you. I'll help you. My grubby little hands.
Last time I drove to Cincy, it was solo, and I knew I was going to be doing this. So I bought everything that was just in these. and I had a cardboard box next to me. And it was nice because I could do it with my left hand because I was driving a Japanese car at that time, so the steering wheel was over there.
Is that legal to drive?
Oh yeah, totally. There's no law in the books that says what side the steering wheel has to be on.
Okay.
That would be a fun, if we just gave away that Skyline, not Skyline Chili. We gave away a Nissan Skyline, that was right-hand drive. I was driving that every day. People were taking pictures of me, it was awesome. But
Yeah,
but
you'll
that
be able to do it.
I could drive with my dominant hand and then just eat with my offhand.
Wait, are you left-handed or right-handed?
Right hand.
So, here's a weird thing, and go ahead and make a masturbation joke. I do everything with my hand, but I can actually like drive with my left hand a lot easier. I think.
Interesting.
I don't know why.
Like you drive like this, or look at this guy.
Whoa!
Oh, that was the Toyota Senna we got. The Sienna that we saw on the side of the road.
Yeah, and also they're a hoarder because there's like a bunch of shit back there. More cheese and meat.
More cheese than meat.
Meat cheese.
The freaking Toyota Sienna. All right. There's no way the slow mo, the camera got it.
No, might not have. But this one I got at least them driving by real quick.
Yeah.
At least Papa needs more charcuterie. This is why I'm here. I'm actually not here to entertain at all. I'm the meat and cheese bitch.
The bologna makes me fart, and the cheese holds my poop in.
Luckily with the
It makes
gasoline.
me constipated. Until I get my next pot of coffee.
That's
and
a
then
real
everything's just gonna come out like a busted dam, and Superman's not around.
Oh, another pee and poop break. All I do is pee and poop. I put meat in me. I put cheese in me. And I nitrocharge it with hard-boiled eggs. Watch stuff go in me and then come back out of me.
With your label or cream machine. Sometimes it feels good to just bitch for a bit.
Yeah. I need more water and more meat and
You got meat water, you got coffee. Meat coffee water. That sounds way better.
yeah.
Oh, hello, Ohio. I like the people in Ohio. But what do I think about Ohio? The relationship between Ohio and my home state of Pennsylvania, I find a little bit territorial. Because Ohio is creeping into Western Pennsylvania with your pop and your overcast skies. Also in the world of cars, never buy a car from Ohio. Never buy a car from Ohio. Ohio doesn't have state inspections. There's a lot of busted out cars just rolling around in Ohio and showing up on Facebook Marketplace. Or even Carvana. Ugh. Ohio. You're like the Florida of the Midwest. But I like the people in Ohio. And I'm going to visit my friends Foster and Donovan for a video game party. Why else would I drive so far? And what is the only happy thing I've been thinking about lately? And that is pinball. Yes, a road trip just to go play pinball, worthy enough for me. But briefly, I need a big parking lot. Oh look, it's Kings Island. Kings Island is one of these amusement parks that's in the same genre as Knobel's amusement resort in Elysburg, Pennsylvania. It's one of those parks that doesn't take itself too seriously. It's quite an old park. It opened in 1972. Although, according to Wikipedia, it was conceived as early as 1964, when an older amusement park, Coney Island, not New York Coney Island, this is Ohio, well, it flooded and it went under, so they just made another one. I'm a sucker for wooden roller coasters. They're my favorite. I guess like with the Firebird, I don't really need to go super fast. I just need an entertaining ride. But it was raining today, and usually when it rains, they run coasters slower, they crank the brakes up, so I didn't go inside. But I want to come back and just ride the Racer. It's one of those dual roller coasters. But it was getting close to rush hour, and I heard about Cincinnati traffic, and I wanted to get ahead of it. So it's time for the party.
Now we're all
Welcome to
gonna-
Arcade Legacy. This is a destination for a private video game party.
in the outskirts of Cincinnati. Are we like in Cincinnati, or are we technically not?
A little like north.
It's like north of Cincinnati.
North of Cincinnati?
Sharonville.
All right, let's go in. I think this is the first time this arcade party ever went on. Like, they expected like 15 people and 40 people showed up.
It's probably gonna be more.
Yeah, because then like word of mouth gets that this is happening. And who knows what they gotta like charge more next year.
They should.
Like $20 a head.
Thank you.
Yeah. Coming in? Yeah, but people up there are still registering, and like people were getting here like an hour ahead of time just for this. I need to know more about like arcade games, because I'm just stuck in 1989 and all I want
I'll teach you.
to play Robot.
I'll fight you with Guilty Gear. We can do some sets in, Street Fighter 6, and you'll be like, "Where am I? I'm confused."
What's Guilty Gear?
Oh Lord, we can't answer that. No.
Is it a fighting game?
Yeah.
Is it like a fist fighting game?
How do I put this in car terms? It's
Do they fuck each other?
yes.
How big are the dicks? Let's be honest here.
Potemkin, his hands are like this big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How big
Okay.
are the dicks in Guilty
Yeah, I can please.
Dixon what?
Guilty Gear? He's trying to tell me about a game I never heard
Look,
of.
the backyard's pretty crazy. You can make them as big as you want,
Oh, okay. Is that like a customized thing? You have to get one of those little cards? Because I see a 2DX machine in there, and that's kind of rare, but it looks like
We should drop the subject.
It's definitely not working.
We didn't even come in yet. This is one of the organizers, Foster Ebert.
Hello.
You've seen him in regular car reviews, like in the background, and we did a video together in an airplane.
Yes, every regular car reviews video, I feel like I'm in the back of the car, which is fine. I'm okay with being in the back of the car.
Right.
But I always film. I like filming. It's very fun not to be the person running the whole ship.
Right. Because right now I'm thinking I get to edit this on Monday.
Yeah, which is never fun.
Right.
So.
All right. What should we do first? Besides get a beer.
Well,
I didn't even.
I've already got a beer.
We just like came here. We didn't even see anything yet.
Well, I'll give you the tour. Wait, we're gonna have a whole tour group coming.
Okay.
Okay, wait.
Wait.
So
Okay.
So I've been giving tours the whole time.
Yeah.
Because it is kind of confusing. Tour? Hell yeah! Hell yeah! We're ready for the tour.
I like that person's denim jacket, denim on denim. Like right there.
Hey.
Right there. They look perfect for the Firebird.
My favorite Mario song, Denim, Denim, Denim.
Inside of this room, we're gonna talk out here because it's way less loud. Inside the room, have you been here before? Yes. You've been here before. Have you all been here? Yeah. You not? Oh, you're gonna get the whole tour then. Oh, okay. Well, all the games on the top floor are free. Then there's pinball you pay for, and then further down there's console games. You can talk to the bartender. They'll set them up for you. Right inside here on the left is a set of stairs. Other than that, have fun, meet people, chit chat, make memories, safe sex or something. I don't know. We'll go on in. Woo!
Copyrighted music. See, I understand this game. This is a game right here I understand. Because
Right here, baby.
Yes, Marshall
Spinch.
I
I was gonna say we can both just do this.
Right.
It feels so fancy. It's like I'm holding a glass of wine.
Oh,
yes.
oh, Brian. So here we have
Raiden today.
yes, here we have some riding. It's amazing. It's delightful.
sucks you. Oh.
That's where you put your dick right there.
My dick is small enough and so high that it's vertical. Like a
Finally.
penis.
I got dick
Vertical penis.
reductions.
It's also legal tender in 31 states.
Dive.
Wait, my dick or your dick?
Both.
Oh,
Both.
If you're playing a drinking game on regular car reviews as a YouTube, drink again for the amount of times we said dick.
This water.
Yeah, Adler and Bliss.
So this isn't an arcade. I guess this is their green room, your ready room, and then there's some sort of show going.
Pass through here to get to the next room.
Yeah. I love parties that don't have doors.
Come on.
And by that, is there anything beyond here?
Close this.
Or is this all like the Japanese? Okay. This has vibes of LAN parties. Now I'm going back to the 2000s when people drove those Firebirds. Because are people gonna? What are people gonna do with just a bunch of?
We're all gonna play Day of Defeat Source. I'm gonna be called XX Sephiroth Dick XX. And what's your handle gonna be?
42069.
Oh, fuck
Blaze
yeah.
every day.
Oh.
Blaze
Yeah.
every day.
And this is where if
Blaze
you
every day, Bam Margera.
and this is where you edit it. You make the audio really shitty. You know, like it's gonna just crank it down to garbage like on Xbox Live.
Yeah.
You fucking noob. You know, noob. Your mom.
You're hacking. You're beating me.
Fucking
You're
hacker.
using cheat
Get off.
CC.
Get out of here, fucking noob ass.
I'm gonna report you.
Yeah, I think they're just setting up. People can like, I don't know. I guess people can just like bring whatever they want here and play sets.
All right.
But we got lots of other stuff.
We
got
have-
Smash.
We have cathode ray tubes.
We got, I think, Rock
This
Band.
does take me back.
And then here, don't get scared. There's the fighting games. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is where the stinky melee players play. Don't ask.
What stinky melee players?
Well, they're melee players. They play melee and they don't bathe.
Oh, Smash. Oh, I remember
Don't
that.
at me. Yeah. Not the other kind of Smash. That's what we do, you know,
Man,
other nights.
I'm just impressed that these TVs are still around.
Okay,
I remember
speaking-
these were the shit when I was in college. The combination DVD.
Yeah. No, hold on. This is a like one of these has got to be like the Pontiac Firebird
Yeah.
of CRTVs because they don't make these anymore and they're getting rare and rarer.
Yeah. Do you need these to play classic video games? I mean, there's
They're better.
information and everything.
The refresh rate is really good because it's made. The DVI, you know, video and audio in are way better for
Yeah.
that. That's why like League Smash players and other people are like just they're trying to find these all the time, you know, on Craigslist and at
These
garage
the
sales.
people who want to play on studio monitors, like a level above these things.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Like a lot of people in the FGC, it's really fun to do sets
What
in
was that?
person.
What was that?
FGC, the fighting game community. So,
Whoa.
oh, you should take your car to Evo one day. Go to Vegas.
Yeah?
It's big. Because the fighting game community, they really like doing sets like in arcades. You trade off, winner or loser, etc. And that's big money. A lot of money goes into that. The Evo recently this year gave away what like millions of dollars to the winner for Street Fighter. It was big, huge.
Man, I'm missing that. I'm so
Yeah.
deep into car culture. And like
All right, here's what you do.
people placing bets at the dyno.
I'm gonna give you an idea. There's a famous kind of like a mimetic meme for Street Fighter,
Yeah.
where they bring in a specific car in between the arcade rounds, and Rio or whatever character you're playing as needs to punch the shit out of it until
Oh,
it's
I
broken.
remember that. Yeah.
If you get the exact kind of car and color and you drive it in Evo, that would be a hit.
Oh, then people in the comments have to be like, what is the car that it's E Honda, right?
No, that's one of E Honda's the sumo wrestler character from Japan.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah, that guy.
yeah.
That's
No,
what we're
that's
talking about?
no. E Honda is not the car brand Honda. That's a different man.
Oh.
That is a car brand. I'm talking about a grown-ass man.
Oh. In real life?
No, I wish though. He's
This is
very
me.
cute.
This is how it must feel when I explain that car stuff.
I'm
and
here
talk
to
about
help.
Higher lift and duration camshafts.
Hi, I'm
And
a gamer.
Hi, gamer.
I'm gamer.
I'm gamer.
Your car fucker. I don't know. What do we call you? So, Arc System Works has been making fighting games for a while. This is Guilty Gear. In the Guilty Gear world, it's kind of crazy where like it starts off where originally Soul Bad Guy was just like a scientist with his buddy and his like girlfriend, and you know eventually like some crazy shit happens with the government. Over here we got he became his own president of a country called like Chipland, and he's a ninja. We also have there's Soul Bad Guy. His wife died, but then he got her back, and then she died again, and she's like in the backyard is like it's funny enough that's actually his wife right there. That's Jacko. That's one of his wives, I think. I don't know. And then over here we have Kai Kisuke, who's also the leader of his own country. And they made a robot version of him that really loves tits. It like
Something like that.
So what Pontiac was going for with this roof, this is called ram air. But this was more of an aesthetic thing because here on the top of the airbox, there is no connection between these ram air scoops and the intake right here. And that wouldn't matter anyway because our throttle body here, well, throttle body's here. Well, throttle body's here, this would be probably what's there. The throttle body is what's connected to the pedal down there, and the throttle body itself is no matter how big you make the intake, the throttle body plate can only open so far. And behind that, now you have different like lift and duration. This has a higher lift and duration camshaft. You know lift and duration? So This is a current later generation Subaru Forester. The Subarus have always been, you can come in frame, it's fine. Subarus are always unique in their engine designs because they don't use a V configuration or slant or transverse. It's called a boxer 4. It's the same sort of engine that Porsche uses, and it's a very interesting design and how they've maintained a reputation of being very stable cars despite being very high. Because what you've done is that you've taken, if I can take the cover off like this, what you have is horizontally opposed pistons. Now you've moved more of the mass in a horizontal plane with the ground, and that allows you to get a four-cylinder engine, which is typically top-heavy, to make it closer to the ground, lowering the center of gravity. It's like you're down like this. It's awesome. And with this current design, they've finally gone to multi-layer steel head gaskets. In fact, I think you can see them down here because your heads are about there. And hopefully now we don't have these head gasket issues that they've been having for a long time during the 90s. And also a wonderful thing about Subarus is that your serpentine belt, or some people call the fan belt, is right here. Look, the alternator is right here. If it ever goes bad, you can just change it. Now, would I recommend a Subaru to everybody? No. But if you are fine with doing general maintenance on your car and following the book, these things can, in theory, last as long as a Honda. Because look at this. Look at the wonderful positioning of the oil filter. It is right up top. You don't have to reach for it. How wonderful is that? The car was made to be worked on. Thank you for letting me take off your engine cover. Where does it click on? Right down there.
You're still recording. Look at me. Hold on. Look right at me. Look right at me.
Nice choice of car.
Thank you.
Cars!
Also,
oh my God, wait a second.
Hi.
Oh no! He's embarrassed.
About that.
No, don't do it! That's a normal, regular car review. So he just put the
purple.
He put the mic up against his rosebud and just let it rip like a Beyblade.
I guess there's more stuff upstairs.
Yeah, there's a shitload of stuff right above
But
us.
that's like paying customers who are up there. And if I roll around, I don't want to be that YouTuber who's just there, like filming stuff.
I mean, you could. So for a different camera, you get the 360 and do your like casual walkthrough.
Yeah, we could do the 360 camera. All right, sold.
Not only am I the WWF champion, I'm also the champion of hitting my wife in the face.
Oh, down with the pinballs.
That's a great idea. That's what we're
Jug!
That's holy shit. Okay. It's like arcade. Yeah. That's very good. Hello, friends. Is everything good?
Who's doing it?
Great time. Well, this looks great. Yeah, so no one's actually back straight. You also look wonderful. You also look very techy. Like you know what the internet is for your kids. Yeah, we love that.
Oh my God.
You just call him not Jordan. No, not Jerry. Not Jerry. Jordan had a. Jordan is one of the like 200 people who had. He got a question answered by Strong Battle. Yeah. Which is like, that means you're the coolest there in person. That is a dangerous thing. I can't do it.
That's a man right there. No. Doing the mic, doing the camera.
Crazy, buddy, are you ready? Here we go.
How do you do that? There we go. Oh, that's... Didn't go anywhere, though. All right. So... Come on. There we go. See? It's a weird little boost. It's a nice jump start.
Oh, I know this one. Oh, that bell. The bell. It's so good.
How is a pinball game that only has one sound effect?
Oh, the flipping of that wheel is so good.
You got drunk.
That's so good.
private video game parties, as I suppose is my generation and the millennial generation, Gen X and millennials, as we age, we're looking back fonder and fonder onto the 2000s. Long days spent in arcades for only a few dollars, where we get to zone out, chill out, feel the tactile pleasure of flippers and buttons and those unusually heavy game controllers. Because in the 2000s, the 80s were still around in arcades. They still existed. Those old, I don't want to call it analog digital, but old logic boards still work. And as the channel technology connections so well put, the old pinball games are completely mechanical logic. And I get very excited later to play one of my favorite pinball games, Grand Prix, a 70s pinball game. This particular pinball game means a lot to me because there was one that existed in the Berkshire Mall in Wyomissing, Pennsylvania, or I suppose you could call that Reading as well. It was in a small arcade on the second floor next to the food court, and when I worked in the camera store, it was a store called a camera store, it was a chain back then. During my lunch break, I would eat my sandwich and ramen very fast, and then go up to the food court and play 1/4 of Grand Prix. I got very good at the game. So good, in fact, I kept getting free balls. And I would just have to go back to work, and I would just leave the pinball game there. But I remember playing that pinball game in the early 2000s there as I worked. And I would imagine that I was just visiting the mall and not indentured to it, working, developing film all day. So it's very comforting to me now that I can go and play that game now and realize that I don't have to work. Wow, I really am a YouTuber. I really just fucked off and drove 1,500 miles in a rumbly V8 car with someone I met from the internet just to go play pinball and hump the machine. Oh, I really have to thank Donovan for putting this all together. His Flap and Yap parties are becoming more and more well-known in the Cincinnati area as being unusual and a great place to meet people you normally wouldn't meet. He had expected maybe 20 people showing up for this party. 60 did. Word of mouth spread, or maybe word of Telegram or word of Instagram DMs. So he's going to continue these parties in different forms left and right. But the unique thing about Donovan is that all his parties are community-based, supporting local businesses, small businesses, and things that make the town of Cincinnati better. He's an inspiring man, and I feel richer for knowing him. And another wonderful thing about the parties that he throws, everybody at the party, myself unconsciously included, helps clean up. It's almost compulsive. And how he did that, I'm not sure. No one at the party was standing around. When the trash was full, people took it out. People didn't leave empty bottles lying around. They threw them out. They wiped up messes. And that's something very, very different. Oh, I felt sorry to leave, but it was time to go home.
I'm going home and I'm sad that the road trip is reaching the moment where you have to go home. I'm in Pleasant Ridge, Cincinnati, Ohio. I had a fantabulous time. There was a community trick-or-treat event that I didn't film because, those minors there, so you don't want to do that. But I am impressed with Foster and Donovan's ability to organize people. And their events here in town are something that I hope are something that people in Philly can do soon. And of all places, we probably could have gone that way.
Phone's ringing.
My phone's ringing?
Phone's ringing.
Oh, your phone's ringing.
How about?
Foster doesn't answer his phone.
They might hear it though. I think you're intimidated that poor tiny woman.
Not a head turn.
All right, close the attack valves.
Oh, but right before leaving, okay, if you see this right in the corner at the Italian restaurant right there, everybody who helped set up the party is right there at the restaurant, and I just flick the loud valve on as I'm leaving. I'm still a car guy and I have to make an exit. Here I go. And then we scare that other driver because the Firebird. That's the thing about loud valves. I don't really like them, but this car has it, and I do admit they're fun. A loud valve is it just bypasses your muffler. So it's straight pipe all the way out. Then the car sounds like a NASCAR. It's just really, really choppy and loud now. So I just opened it a little bit through the intersection and I closed it again. But all the while, this snarling beast of a car was completely tame on the highway. You can use modern muscle cars. And when I say modern, I don't mean today. I mean the final iteration of the 2000s before the new retro styling kicked in. This was when they were looking toward the future. And even though this is less advanced than modern stuff with variable timing and all variable lift and duration camshafts, they wanted to believe that this is what muscle cars were going to be, this highly aerodynamic, long nose, the blue bomber I started calling this as it stood by us for this entire trip, mile after mile, not flinching, not doing anything. And the curious thing is I saw two other F-bodies on this trip. An orange one like this and an older one from the 80s.
Yeah, that thing's like a more angular body.
Yeah, unless he has a mod, he's running the LT engine, which is the predecessor to the LS.
So aside from the body and the engine's different, like what else?
Body.
Ooh, there he is. Oh, that's always sick. That's lovely.
Yeah, I want to like follow him and like just go blast and do 90, but at the same time, we're driving a WS6 with Jersey plates in West Virginia. We're getting pulled over. Like, there's no two ways about it. I'm not some good old boy. Up again, we got an NA Miata with a license plate that says Big Wang, and he's got a Big Wang on the back of his NA. I've been riding this whole time using the fog lights as running lights. Maybe just for him, we're gonna give a taste of our pop-ups. But the thing is, all right, he's got it lowered. There's some negative camber going on, and he's making moves. Do I want to stay with this guy or not? It's such a tough question.
I like this firecracker. He's got a big wang.
He's got also a roll cage in there, and I think when we went by, we saw race numbers on the side. Or at least some fake sponsors, I don't know.
We gotta be in a
Yeah.
Oh.
Some light, and I need some sustenance.
What we got here is a Fiesta chicken salad wrap. Sheets ready to go. But a big man needs a big wrap. We do not have any goop. Oh, you just got the wrap.
I didn't get any goop.
Oh, yeah, you feed yourself, sweetie. Oh my God. I'm sorry I touched your food with my grubby little fingers.
Oh.
Get in there. That was real sexy how you did that.
Have to pee, have to pee and come. Have to pee, have to pee, have to pee. It's fun. I wanna bust in the morning and say I like you.
It is Make-A-Wish time. Up 90,001. To prove how low mileage this car. It's under 100,000. We just rolled over to 90,000 miles on this car. So sorry to whoever is about to win this car that we've been putting miles on it, but don't worry. Justin changed the oil right before setting off on this trip and has a new set of tires on it. So you're getting this car, I think, round trip, this is probably a 1,300 mile trip. So you still have half the oil life left of it when you get this car. But yeah, 22-year-old car, only 90. So I'm gonna start talking and you can just sit down. This is the end of the road trip. It ends at a gigantic butt somewhere in Virginia, and it's gonna be a warm day today. So my thoughts on driving a 2001 Firebird WS6 Firehawk clone for 1,300 miles. It does fine. There's a feeling of assurance from an LS that I hope I have communicated to you how good it feels on road trips. It's never stressed. Through the Blue Ridge Parkway, the car surged up mountain roads, not needing downshifts, not stressing in any way. For Chai, this was their first experience with a muscle car in extended seat time. I knew that even though it's an unfamiliar car to me, if, and we didn't, but if we had mechanical troubles at any point in the trip, it's an LS. Any single shop would know how to work on it. T56 manual transmission, nearly bulletproof. And curiously enough for Chai, you had positive thoughts on the seats of a GM car.
I actually found them very comfortable for some reason. I found it comfortable enough with the hum of the engine. I actually fell asleep last night on the ride back.
Yeah.
It was soothing, to say the least. I really liked it.
I lament that this era of cars is over. The futuristic muscle car. The styling of this. It's meant to say that the future is coming and it's going to be fantastic. Shortly after the F-body Camaros and Firebirds ended, we went into the new retro style of remember 1966? Remember 1969? Let's make all the muscle cars look like they're from the 60s. Of course, back then in the early 2000s, the boomers were 20 years younger, and that's what they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Let's remember the good old days. But not in the early 2000s. The future was still coming, and it's here. And I don't know if this style of car... Well, obviously it can't be made anymore. We have things like rollover protection and side impact protection that this car does not have. But when you have some less rules, you can do a lot more with the styling. People got out of our way when I drove in this. The exhaust helped, and as much as I hate to admit it, I was using the loud valve.
Oh, it was fun. Come on.
Straight in Cincinnati, I flipped that loud valve on. And do you remember that one person just backed up?
Yeah.
Like they were like pulling too much into the intersection a little bit. I hit the loud valve.
Legit intimidation. This tiny clunk backs up. I'm like, oh, sweetie, it's okay. It's just all bark and a little bite. It's fun.
Yeah. So, why not yougear.com? Buy a mug, digital download. Excuse me. Why not yougear. Go Go to whynotyoudgear.com/regularcars, buy a mug or a digital download. Someone's going to win this Firehawk clone. Someone's going to win this 400 horsepower Trans Am. And you're going to be able to do what I've long said any LS and any LS powered car can do. Go on a road trip immediately with no worries. You can have that modern muscle car experience and meet new people and have new memories with a car like this. And have something that in a few years, this is going to be a classic car. The type of car that can't exist anymore, but is thoroughly modern in every way. And this one's gonna blast bass everywhere you go. But don't worry, you can turn the subwoofer off.
That's an understatement. Oh my God.
So go to whynotyoudgear.com, buy a mug digital download. These things run a week and a half. And thank you for supporting regular car reviews.
He's just taking his boombox for a walk. I don't know what he's up to. Either he works here, or he's
It's a man with a baby stroller, but there's no baby in it. There's just a boombox, a Bluetooth boombox.
Let him cook. Maybe he's doing something we don't know that's way cooler that we could not even fathom.
Yeah, wearing shirts that are too big for your thin ass body. Your painter's hat. Anyway, go to whynotyoudgear.com/regularcars, buy a mug digital download, and someone's going to be able to have their own memories with a modern muscle car. And thank you for supporting regular car reviews. You are putting Nick Roman and myself on a plane to Australia to meet everybody in Melbourne. Melbourne? Anyway, we're going to do more of these road trips. If you like these road trips, because I want to do more of them.
I want to see you do more of them.
Honda Odyssey. Let's get breakfast. Thanks for coming, guys. See you next week.